Hi everyone, it's Carrie here today with my coaching tip for the week. Well, another challenging week, as we all know, in the world. And I wanted to talk about something that as a life coach that I find has been extremely helpful for those that I help and work with, and for myself personally, because as I mentioned, all the work that I do or all the tips that I'm sharing are personally relevant to my life and things that I have done to move my life forward. And I've gone through, like you, many of you, challenging times in the past, and this is one more challenging time. And I don't want to lose hope, and I am trying to find ways to keep my hope and maintain my spirits maintain my higher spirits, I guess. And I'm just trying to share that with you. So the word for me that has come up in the last few days has been the word choice. And I believe that we always have a choice, even in the direst of circumstances. There's a couple great books that I've read in the past that demonstrate this beautifully. One is called Man's Search for Meaning by Dr. Viktor Frankl, and a book called The Choice by Dr. Edith Eger. Both of them were Holocaust survivors. And they demonstrate, even in the direst of circumstances, how we always have choice. So I have tried to recognize that to feel empowered right now at a time when many of us are feeling disempowered, is to focus on the choices I can make for myself. My son is away right now, safely isolated, tucked away in a training event. He will be back next week. So I am alone right now. And so a big part of that choice is to make sure that I connect with people that I love, my family, my friends. I'm picking up the phone a lot more than I used to. And it's just been wonderful to stay connected, and on social media. So I've really, tried to reach out, and I think and as someone recently called it, reaching in, which is reaching into those that perhaps don't have as many people, or perhaps you're concerned about. So reaching out or reaching in, and it's been wonderful to connect with people because it's really, really made my spirits, I feel just so much better. So I try and do that every day, at least someone every day. I'm also limiting my media intake. So I am not in denial. I am watching the news, but I choose to limit it to about an hour and a half per day. So I like to watch world news, a bit of Canadian news, and then of course local Vancouver news to find out what's going on. But I limit it so that I'm not, staying inundated and hit with all the messages all the time. I also like to start my day and end my day on something positive. So for me, something positive and calming, I like to, I listen to guided meditations, I do some EFT tapping, which I mentioned. I'm often reading, something very positive that encourages me and helps me stay focused on the good things in life. One of the books I was just going to show you that I'm reading right now is a book called Outrageous Openness by Tosha Silver. And it's letting the divine take the lead. And it is a lovely book, and I read a small chapter every night before I go to bed, and that helps me sleep. The last thing I wanted to say is that I'm an optimist. If you can't tell, I am. I just am. I was born this way, and I'm thankful for that. Doesn't mean that I also don't go through difficult times, but it does mean that I recognize not everyone is. And so I think that right now I'm being called to share my optimism and my light with the world. And I don't mean that in any sort of crazy way, like egotistical way. I just think I have a gift of encouragement. I have love that I want to share and compassion, and I have an ability to see beauty no matter what is happening. And so I'm choosing to see that beauty. And I'm choosing to make sure that I stay encouraging for those that maybe need a little bit more encouragement. And I'm going to continue to send love to the world, love to those who are unfortunately sick right now, and their families who are worried, and the rest of us that are worried, and love to all of you. I'm choosing love and hope, not fear. So that's my tip for the week, is choice, and asking you, what can you choose right now in your life? What are you choosing? And pay attention. And maybe if you want to comment and let me know some of the choices you're making during this difficult time, I'd love to hear from you. And if not, stay safe, stay healthy, stay hopeful. And thank you very much for watching. Love you all. Bye-bye.